When I was 5 years old child, we had such a carpet at our home. Turkish carpets, also known as Anatolian carpets, and are among the best art forms produced by Turkish people. For me, it had a different meaning. The patterns and the lines were imagined highways and the sideways that I was driving my toy cars on. From there on, my mind was made up. I wanted to work with those cars when I grow up. Then I decided to study mechanical engineering. Whenever I have got the chance, I would take additional courses in the automotive field. It was a good thing. Back then, I wasn't really aware how much I would have to learn. But schools, trainings, and internship are part of that journey. On the way, I learned something about facing new challenges, about growth, about learning myself. I call my findings the 3 C's. So, let's start with the first one. The driving force behind my early career. I started Bosch 10 years ago when I was doing my last year degree in mechanical engineering. I was working as a part-time student in Bosch Bursa plant. I had a chance to see different departments like quality, manufacturing, and logistics. It felt like I was discovering new places like a child every day. And I was lucky because I was working at the heart of automotive industry and working with one of the important product, the injectors. So, nothing makes that curious, the child in me, than the closed doors. These doors led me to the R&D department. I know, it's a research and development department for the injectors, but I really wanted to see their working environment. What do they invent inside? But I didn't see myself qualified yet for R&D. But someone noticed this, and he encouraged me. He saw how I was curious, how I was patient to take this position. And I have gone through processes, interviews. I did it. I started as a research and development engineer in Bosch Bursa diesel injector department. So, I watch others. That was my learning way. I read up, and that was feeding into my curiosity. My next stop was the automotive application and the calibration team in Bosch Istanbul, 2 hours away from Istanbul, from Bursa, sorry. And this team's main mission was to develop the cars that I was driving my toy cars on the carpet. So I really wanted to take this position, and I moved it, I changed it. What really motivates me is that I keep following my inner interest and curiosity. That was the only way I can feed it. So, here it is, my big first C, curiosity. Like a child, reading book after book on anything they like. I was curious to learn anything in depth. So, this is curiosity. My next chapter and my next big C led me to the United Kingdom. Our Bosch team in UK started to work on an electrification project. And I remember back in 2018, electrification was becoming more and more trend. And I wanted to be at the heart of it. I have first started by doing some local support. Then I was offered to be the part of the team in the UK. And I did it. I started working as a resident engineer on a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle project in the United Kingdom. But it was much more difficult than I imagined. Being a new country alone, starting a new position with a limited knowledge in the area, even not fluent in the language. I still remember those difficult days. I was working on a vehicle to find the root cause. I was spending too many hours just to find the problem. But one expert next to me who could fix the same issue within minutes. So I was feeling like I was underperforming. And yes, I was indeed. But what happened? I was in a need of backing my leaders, my teams. They didn't really expect star performance on day one. So it paid off. Eventually, I could find my footing on the ground, and I brought the value to the team at the end. What a relief. I decided to start Master of Science in Electrical Automotive Engineering in Coventry University. I was back to school, so I could learn more about electric vehicles and their technology. Bringing academic knowledge to my practical work took me another level at the work. I could pass everything to my team that I learned from the university. So, this concludes my second C. Consistency. I know that moment you enter a new field, you are bound to face some difficulties. This can happen to anyone. But if your leaders and your team is backing up and giving passion to you, then you are okay to grow in that area. So, finally, my third finding. After completing my assignment in the UK, I was back to my team in Bosch, Istanbul. I started working as a system engineer on an electric powertrain project. My team there was new to the electrification area. They had limited knowledge in electrification. I had to find something. I remember one interactive learning method from the university called as a theta sessions. It was interactive, and it was a bidirectional training. I took it, and I adapted it to our Bosch culture. So the team was able to grow and learn about electric vehicles and their technology. Not only they really liked it, they also enjoy while learning it. And we succeeded. As a team, we could increase our contribution to the electrification project. So I'm proud of it. It worked. But I had bigger dreams. And also I understood that there are different ways of learning of my team. So accepting their ways of learning was the key. And what I understood that learning how to learn is vital. My next dream was to launch a bigger program. Electrification was becoming more trend, and we needed qualified engineers. We launched Electrified Mobility Training Program back in 2020. We first started with one university. Then more and more students from different universities wanted to attend this program. And we are running this program for the last 4 years. It became a traditional and sustainable program. We are doing it. I give you some facts. For last years, totally, we had 303 students from 58 different universities attended this program. 10 engineers in my team is now working with us on electrification project, and they have participated this program as a students. I would like to give another example. One student from last year program attended this program as a student, and now he is a project manager of a fully electric truck project in Turkey. I'm proud of it. So, one last thought. Learning and growing by yourself may not be enough. For me, the best satisfaction is seeing myself and my team is growing together. Our world is changing, and it's changing quicker than before. Hydrogen, fuel cell, AI, whatever it might be. So, and now coming to my last big C, creativity. So we didn't really have this specific program. We did one to train our engineers. And we made it bigger across the country. So we had the creativity to run this electrified mobility training program. So I'm placing my creativity here. Now I have the 3 Cs. So as I said, world is changing. And it is changing quicker than before. In my 10 years journey, I was able to see this changing speed is also increasing. There are different technologies. And, I know everyone needs to adapt to the new technologies as well. But I understood that with the guiding stars of curiosity, consistency, and creativity, you will be able to define your own learning method. When I was a child, I was playing on this carpet alone. But today, I have made many friends friends playing with me on the ground. And also, my dreams were limited to patterns of these carpets. But today, I keep my curiosity alive across departments, even countries. I have grown a lot, and so has my playground.